Hello friends, welcome to KMED Gate is Education. Let's see the first question. The most common fault in an overhead transmission line. So we have faults are two types. Symmetrical faults and symmetrical faults. So symmetrical faults, you have three-phase faults. Unsymmetrical faults, line to ground fault, double line to ground fault, and triple line fault. Double line fault. Okay, so unsymmetrical faults are line to ground faults, double line to ground faults, line to line faults. Okay, here wherever you have a ground, okay va, so enga ground irukko, you can have here zero sequence reactance. Here in double line fault, zero sequence reactance is zero. Wherever ground is present, you have a zero sequence reactance. Remember that. Whereas ground is there, you have a zero sequence component. Okay, and suppose you have if I consider three phase, you have R, Y and B phases. Okay, if I have a load here, if it is a balanced load, I can represent only per one phase, that is per phase analysis. I can go for per phase analysis, any one phase, because load is balanced. I can go for per phase analysis and multiplying by 3, I get the resultant answer. So mathematically I can solve in reduced number of equations. Okay, so if at all I have unsymmetrical fault, I want to represent each phase separately. Okay, each phase separately, if I have unsymmetrical fault, I have positive sequence, negative sequence, zero sequence. Each phase have a positive sequence, negative sequence and zero sequence, positive sequence and negative sequence and zero sequence. If I want to solve these equations, the time taken is very high. So I want to reduce this. I convert unsymmetrical to symmetrical faults, unsymmetrical to symmetrical quantities with a suitable notation called a K notation or A notation. In some textbook A, in some textbook K, which has a magnitude of 1 at an angle 120 degrees, rotating in anti-clockwise direction. Okay, so from this, what we have observe that is, whenever you have a ground, the zero sequence reactance is 0. Okay, the zero sequence reactance is 0. And in line to ground fault, all positive, negative zero sequence currents are equal. Whereas in double line to ground fault, the positive sequence voltage, negative sequence voltage, zero sequence voltages are equal. Positive sequence, negative sequence and zero sequence voltages are equal. Okay, and among these, most of the faults occurs in the power systems are line to ground fault. 80% of the faults are line to ground fault. Severe fault is three-phase fault. So the most common fault in transmission line is single line to ground fault. Most of the 80% of the faults are line to ground faults. Okay, and in the single line to ground fault, the three sequence currents are equal. So you have to remember these things. IR not 1 equal to IR not equal to IR1 equal to IR2 equal to IR by 3, that equal to fault current by 3. So fault current equal to 3 times of IR1. Okay, so you have to remember these things very nicely and kept in mind. Okay, let's see the next question. The fault on a power system, second question is the fault on a power system that gives symmetrical fault currents. So now only I said that the that gives symmetrical fault currents is a three-phase short circuit fault. Three-phase short circuit fault. So symmetrical fault means it is a three-phase short circuit fault. Okay, next question. So let's see the next question here. A 1000 kVA transformer has a reactance of 5%. It reactance at 2000 kVA base. See here, what is this? 2000 kVA base. So what is a base here? Actually, if you consider a power system, from generating station to the load, alternator is there, transformer is there, transmission line is there, at load is there. So each has different ratings. And we have to solve each equipment equation solve separately. Then we have more number of equations. If I want to take all the voltage, all the ratings at a time. I want to make it a time. Then I go for per unit value. Okay, then I have only single equation. The time taking process very less. Okay, so that's why you are going for per unit quantity. So per unit quantity equal to per unit value equal to actual value by base value. Per unit value by equal to actual value by base value. Okay, so I have most of the electrical equipments ratings are voltage rating, power rating. So mostly power rating. Okay, let I have voltage, current and apparent power. So most of the ratings are active power rating or apparent power rating. So let I have what are the ratings we know, voltage, current and S. Let I have V1, V2. I said that no, what are different type of ratings. Let I have alternator V1, transformer V2 and load is V3. Similarly, I have this current I1, I2, I3 and S1, S2, S3. Let I take base value. You select base value, any value. Most of the base values are alternator values. So you can option, base value is option. Base value is option, and per unit quantity, value has no units. Per unit value has no units. You note that per unit value has no units. Let I take V2 rating and I2 as a base value and S2 as a base values. V2 and I2 and S2 are base value. That is I am taking. So I said that this is an alternator rating and this is a transformer and this is a load. I am taking transformer values as a base values. You can base values are optional value. You can choose anything. If in question they mentioned that, we have to take in that base value. Okay, right. Here see here V1 per unit. So V1 per unit equal to V1 by V2 base value. So voltage and unit is voltage, cancel, you have no unit. So V2 per unit equal to V2 by V2 base value, I2 V3 per unit equal to V3 by V2 base value. Similarly, if you consider I1 per unit equal to I1 by I2 base value, I2 per unit equal to I2 by I2 base value, similarly I3 per unit. Suppose if I consider S1, S1 equal to S1 per unit equal to S1 by S2 base value, S2 per unit equal to S2 by S2 base value, S3 per unit equal to S3 by S2 base value. So you understand this. If you consider Z equal to, I know V by A, voltage per current, I know Z equal to V by I. Okay, so if Z per unit equal to Z actual by Z base, so what is Z base? Z base equal to V base into I base. What I do here is Z actual, I multiply I base into V base by V base into V base. What happened? Z actual into I base into V base, V base square. What I do here is I will multiply by MVA, mega 10 power 6. Here what I do here is 10 VB whole cube. Okay, 10 cube VB whole square, 10 cube VB whole square, that I am taking kVB here MVA, here MVA. So Z base equal to, I can write this as simply Z base equal to Z per unit equal to Z actual into MVA base by kV base whole square. Kilo square is mega cancel. Okay, so here he said that reactance is given. So X per unit 100 kVA transformer has a reactance of 5%. Okay, so per unit into 100 is a percent. Okay, per unit into 100 is a percentage value. So per unit, if I multiply with 100, it is a percentage. So per unit value is 0.05, per 0.05. So you can have a relation. So X per unit is directly proportional to the MVA. So X per unit 1 by X per unit 2 equal to kVA base by 1 by kVA base 2. Directly you have a relation. So you can see here X per unit 1 is 0.05. So 0.05 X per unit 2, he asked kVA base 1 1000 by 2000, 1000 by 2000. So 2 X per unit 2 is 0.1. Okay, so if I want in percentage value, per unit into 100 is a percentage value. So 0.1 into 100, that equal to 1 by 10 into 100, that equal to 10%. 10%. So answer is 10%. Hope you understand. So you need not to mug up. Okay, va? So ninga mug up panna thevilla. So take per unit value equal to actual value by base value. You know the voltage and current relations and VA relations. Then you can easily calculate. Okay, let's see the next question. So let's see the next question. What he asked: the percentage reactance of the system is given kVA up to fault up to X%. The short circuit kVA. So short circuit MVA equal to, how can you get the relation? Short circuit MVA equal to base MVA by per unit impedance, or short circuit MVA or short circuit KVA. So whatever may be, short circuit KVA or base KVA by per unit impedance. Okay, so base MVA or base KVA by per unit impedance, or per unit impedance equal to per unit percentage reactance equal to per unit into 100. So I can write this as per unit equal to percentage by 100. So base MVA by percentage, per unit equal to percentage into 100. So base KVA into the denominator percentage and numerator 100. So base KVA into 100 by percentage reactance. So both are same, base KVA by 100 into percentage reactance, base KVA by 100 into percentage reactance. So option A is correct, option C is also correct. So numerator you get 100, so denominator you have a percentage, so both are correct. Right, next question. Let's see the next question here. The symmetrical fault occurs on a power system. The percentage reactance on 2500 kVA base is 25%. If the full load current corresponding to base kVA is 20 amperes, the short circuit current. So kindly observe the question here. The symmetrical fault occurs on a power system. The percentage reactance of a system on a 2500 kVA base. So அந்த 2500 kVA base கிட்ட, அந்த 2500 kVA base கிட்ட 2500 kVA base, the reactance is 25%. The full load current corresponding to the base kVA, the full load current corresponding to base kVA, the full load current corresponding to base kVA is corresponding this base kVA only is 20 amperes. What is the short circuit current? So you observe here amperes. So per unit value has a no units, whereas here it is an actual value. So he asked the full load current, that is full load current or short circuit current, that is short circuit current actual value he asked. So we know that short circuit current per unit value equal to short circuit current actual value by short circuit current base value. From this I know that the short circuit current is defined in amperes, that is it is an actual value. This is the actual value, you have a unit. Per unit value you don't have a unit. Okay, so corresponding to base value I want to find the short circuit current. If I find the corresponding to base value short circuit current, I can get ISC actual, that equal to ISC per unit into ISC base. So hope you understand. So the per unit, the symmetrical fault occurs on the per unit power system on 2500 kVA. The reactance is given. He asked that the short circuit current corresponding to full load base kVA is given. Okay, well, he asked full load base kVA. So corresponding to full load base kVA, the current is, the full load current is how much? 20 amperes. Corresponding to base kVA, the full load current is 20 amperes. Now I want to find the per unit reactance. So you know that short circuit MVA equal to base MVA by percentage reactance or percentage impedance. Okay, similarly short circuit current equal to 1 by percentage reactance. Short circuit equal to, so you are taking that 1 per unit here, short circuit current equal to 1 by percentage reactance. We know that. Okay, so 1 by 25 by 100, that equal to given as 4. Per unit value how much? Per unit value equal to percentage into 100. Sorry, percentage equal to per unit into 100. So per unit value equal to 25 by 100, that equal to 1 by 4. So x equal to 1 by 4. So short circuit current is 4 into 20, 80 amperes is the answer. So 80 amperes is the answer. Hope you understand. So see here, so short circuit current is in amperes. Okay, so ninga pathina it is in actual value. These two are in base values. So per unit value equal to actual value to base value. So corresponding to base value I get the current. Corresponding to base value I have a current. I want per unit value, then I get actual value. So to get the per unit value, the reactance is given. The per unit value equal to 1 by percentage reactance value. Okay, next question. Let's see the next question here. Same question here, you can see here the symmetrical fault occurs on a power system. The percentage reactance of a system on 2500 kVA base is 25%. If the full load current corresponding to base kVA is 20 amperes, if the base kVA is 5000 kVA, then short circuit current is how much? Okay, wow. So corresponding to this base kVA, the full load current is given and the percentage reactance is given. Now he asked corresponding to 5000 kVA, then short circuit current. You can see here this is an ampere, this is an ampere, this is an ampere, this is an ampere. So it is not in per unit value. So I short circuit current per unit value equal to I short circuit current actual value by I short circuit current base value. Right or not? So I want, so this has no units. So corresponding to base is given 20 amperes. IS actual, so IS actual equal to IS per unit into IS base. Okay, now if at all I don't have a 5000, if at all I have no new base kVA, I don't have this, then I can directly IS per unit equal to 1 by 25 into 100 into IS base is 20. I will get 25 4s, that equal to 80 amperes. But now the kVA is 5000. Now if the base kVA is 5000, he asks what is the answer. If base kVA is 5000, now what is the answer? So we know that X per unit new equal to X per unit volt into MVA new by MVA volt into kV volt square by kV new square. He does not mention about voltage, we can neglect that. So X per unit new equal to, what is X per unit volt? 25 by 100. X MVA is 500, 5000 by 2500, 25 2s, 25 4s, so half. So X per unit new is half. X per unit new is half. Corresponding to 5000 kVA, I found the X per unit. So I short circuit per unit equal to, corresponding to this X per unit, that equal to 1 by 2, I get 2. So I short circuit per unit into 2. Now I want to find IS base. You know that I equal to MVA base by I equal to VA by VA, volt ampere by voltage. So voltage cancel, you get ampere. That is I base is proportional to the I is proportional to the VA base. I base is proportional to the VA base. So IB1 by IB2, that equal to kVA base 1 by kVA base 2. So I base 1 is given 20 amperes. I want to find IB2. So kVA base 1 is how much? 2500. 2500 divided by 5000, 25 2s 40. So IB2 is 40 amperes. Two into 40. What is the answer here? 80 amperes. Answer is 80 amperes. Hope you understand this. Okay, so before question, in the last question நீங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா டைரக்டா கொடுத்துட்டாங்க. So directly he given that 2500 kVA. Directly they given that common base, that is 2500. Now he is given on the new base. So I want to find the new values corresponding to this. Then the procedure is same. Let's see some more questions in next video. Thank you. If you like the video, share to your friends and subscribe to my channel, friends. Thank you.